Oh, heal your trauma. The same way I need these eyes to be healed, okay? Hey, y'all. I miss you guys. Yesterday, I went to the eye doctor. He dilated my eyes, and my eyes are still hurting this morning. Still very sensitive to light, which is why I'm looking a little dark because the light is not on, and I have that light over there in the corner. You know, it has the five things, but I could only put two on and turn it to the wall because my eyes are still hurting. So I wanted to come on and hang out with you guys last night, but I just couldn't. My eyes were extremely sensitive. But I want to talk about healing traumas, and I'm loving this Leah discussion that we are having. I really appreciate the ladies in the comments on the video that I did yesterday about how to date like Aaliyah. I really appreciate you ladies saying and admitting that I am Aaliyah, and I absolutely love it. So if not tonight, I'm going to try to come back, not tonight or tomorrow, and talk about how we need to heal the Leah inside of us, because every one of us has a Leah inside of us, which is why I wrote the book Leah, the Leah in Me, right? Some women are Leahs on the outside, and some women are Leahs on the inside, okay? This is a free ebook. You could get it on Janice Hylton Mentor. So if you have not picked it up, go on over there and download it. It is a book. I absolutely love the story of Leah and Rachel and Jacob. I think there's just so much in the story, and I'm going to be writing some things on that. And so this morning I wanted to talk about healing your traumas, how we all have traumas. We need to know what they are and how we really need to heal them. And because you know what, a lot of women, I'm realizing, I know I have pick-meishes and dust bunnies and pick-me's in my comments, but I really do believe that a lot of women who lash out at my content are Leahs on the inside. They were either rejected or left or unloved, or the man they loved didn't love them, or the man they had a baby for left them. Or there's this one lady, she spent 14 years building up this man, and then he left her and went and married somebody else. And she gonna say, but you know what? I'm happy I was able to help it. And I'm like, ma'am, stop lying. Stop lying. There is no way you spend 14 years building up a pookie to become somebody, then he leave you and go marry somebody, and you're okay with that. You are in denial, and that is a trauma that you need to heal. I have also shared with you about how God dealt with me about me calling him daddy. We're going to talk all about that maybe tomorrow, okay? Or tonight. I'm going to try to pray for me, y'all, that my eyes will get good so I can do that tonight. I really want to spend time talking about Leah. And tomorrow for Thanksgiving, I want to do a memorial service for all of our loved ones, you know, that has gone on. Holidays kind of remind us of our loved ones. Christmas, oh my God, my grandmother. You know, Thanksgiving, my godmom, who is 98, who's in Shreveport, who I can't go see because she's in the nursing home. And so that's what I want to do. But anyways, I want to thank you for your love and your support. I'm wearing my cookie shirt because some of y'all need to heal your cookie trauma, okay? And all of my books will be on sale for Black Friday. Yes, I did get some email because of Janice, you're going to put your books on sale for Black Friday. Yes, they will be on sale, so I'll probably do the numbers, run the numbers on tonight. Okay, so be sure to subscribe. I am almost at my 20,000 cousins. I appreciate the love and the support. Let me tell you, I appreciate you guys loving on my baby girl. Alexia is just so excited. She is so happy. And they had lost her pajamas, so we didn't get any pajamas specifically for her, you know, like the teen pajamas. And so yesterday they came and she was so happy, and she put them out, and I'm gonna put them on the website later so you guys can show her some love. And so I'm going to be putting up some other pictures of her packing and stuff like that. So I just want to thank you. I really appreciate the love and the support. Okay, so this morning I woke up around 3 because I didn't get to do much last night because my eyes was hurting. And let me show you my Thanksgiving table. So I was up at 3 this morning, switching over my Thanksgiving tablecloth. Y'all know I love to decorate. And so I got up. Let me show you the pictures, and then I'm going to show you what I see. We're going to talk about accountability also, right? And so let's see here. Let's see. Let me show you my Thanksgiving table. I got up and did it this morning because last night was just, my eyes were just, Oh, so there's my Thanksgiving table. That's my Thanksgiving table. Okay, isn't it pretty? I have some other pictures that I took the whole table. So I'm gonna upload that. Anyways, so I got up this morning around 3 o'clock, right? Because I'm like, I want to see if I could spend some time talking about healing your trauma. And I went on Facebook, and let me tell you how God never leaves me without a witness. I went on Facebook, and I saw, it was like I just went on there, and here was this article by, hold on, I'm sorry. I thought I had this up, but it went back down. This article where she said, I can't even think about her name right now, but I'm going to get it for you. Just girls. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. Okay, here we go. The Shade Room, Erica Mena says it's weird Safaree Samuels made her a single mother twice, knowing her trauma. Oh, wait, y'all wasn't seeing it. Okay, let's read that again. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. Erica Mena says, it's weird how Safaree made her a single mother twice, knowing her trauma. Is that a confirmation or is that a confirmation? Because I woke up thinking I want to talk a little bit about healing our traumas, right? The Leah trauma. And some other stuff I wanted to talk about, how a lot of the ladies in my comments are really Leahs that were left and unloved, and he didn't love, or he didn't protect, and didn't he provide, or he did you wrong. You spend time building him up, then he leave you. And now you want to be discouraging young women from getting married. Talk about, marriage is not for everybody, girl. Just go to college. You're a strong, independent Black woman. You don't need a man, right? And you're saying that, but you're saying it out of trauma. Okay. And so when I saw this article, I just kind of chuckled at myself, because I was like, God, I thank you for this confirmation. She says it's weird how he made her a single mother 2 times, knowing her trauma. So let me get this straight. You was a single mama 1 time. You know, I always overlook 1 time. You're young, you're dumb, and you don't know. But as you get older and you learn from those mistakes, and you're not going to go back again, right? Though she was married, but she married basically the same man. You married a man who had his ding-a-ling all over the internet, and they've always been having problems from the time they got married, right? So I am like, what is it? And let me just say, Black woman, because I don't know about the other girls. I don't know about her cousins. What is it about Black women and not taking responsibility? See, ladies, we can blame the men as much as we want to blame them. But the fact still remains, if we didn't spread our legs to them, they couldn't get to our eggs. If we didn't give them our hearts on a silver platter, they wouldn't have been able to break it. If we didn't invest all this time in them, they wouldn't have wasted our time, right? And I also wanted to talk about SK and Raven and all these women that are coming out. Is just so much I want to talk about. And I'm like, what is it with us and not taking accountability, ma'am? You already chose wrong the first time. Then you went back and married this fool. And you want to blame him for making you a single mother, but not taking responsibility for you choosing the man that has his dickling all over the internet. I'm just trying to understand, what is it with us, okay? And then she says, knowing her trauma. So you are dependent on him to protect your trauma. Why didn't you go to counseling and get healed of your trauma? Why are you expecting him not to do you in because he knows your trauma? Let's read the article. Again, shout out to the Jasmine brand who shared this article. Wait, let me make sure I give them the right card. The Shade Room. I'm sorry. The Shade Room. Shout out to the Shade Room for this article. I'm looking at that. I said that don't look like Jasmine. Shout out to the Shade Room for this article. Okay. So then she says, and you know what's with her? I guarantee you she will go be a baby mama again. Though she was married this time. I see somebody like this is always going to choose the wrong man. Okay. Beautiful girl. Mena is past believing she and Safaree will ever be. That much is obvious. The Love and Hip Hop star said at the Atlanta reunion show, which aired on Monday. But she also shared she believes Safaree cared for her during pregnancy. I was in the hospital bed with this man's son. That man didn't care if I made it through that pregnancy. That man didn't care if I made it through the labor. I'm sure he didn't care before, but you just thought you could change him, okay? I almost pulled off my baby moon, but mentally I'm here right now. LOL fit. I just signed off on the divorce in September. Safaree will pay $4,000 a month. Safaree and Erica share joint legal custody of their daughter Sapphire and son Legend. Getting back to single status has been rocky for the ex-couple with online exchanges and accusations. As Erica shared her past experience, seemingly holding back tears, she explained doing motherhood alone for a second time. Like I had to drag myself out of the dark place with my first son because I had to hustle so much. I sacrificed so much time away from my firstborn that I'm still trying to make it up to this day, Erica said. And this is the stuff that I'm confused and being vulnerable with to him about. That's why it's weird that he knows the traumatic experience of being a single mother once, and then he turns around and make me a single mother 2 times. So my question to you, ma'am, did you think about that before you marry him? Did you think about, can this man go the distance with me? See, a lot of women, 70%, maybe 80% now of women file for divorce. Of the 50% of marriages that do not work in divorce, that don't work out right, 70%, 80% of those were initiated by women. And now there's a lot of divorces that are happening that's not making it to 10 years. And you know what that tells me? That tells me that it's stuff that were there while you were dating and courting, but you were just in denial and you thought you could fix it. By the way, I forgot to bring something up. Alyssa messaged me, so I want to be able to remember that about Rachel's tune. Okay. So, see, ladies, you be overlooking red flags. That stuff be hitting you, punching you in your face. And you just think that you can love him over it, get married over him, and go the distance over him, right? When I was younger, I used to run track, and I was a long distance runner. I could sprint, I could jump those hoops and those thingies, and then I was a long distance runner. See, everybody was not a long distance runner. I was 8, 9 years old running with the teenagers. I remember one time I came in 3rd. I was like 8. years old, run cross country, and I came in number 3 as an 8-year-old. Maybe 8, 9, 10, maybe right around that age, because it was in me to run long distance. And see, a lot of you ladies are choosing husbands. I will not be blaming the men. You chose him. You did. Not the other way around. When he came up to you, talking to you, it was your responsibility to do the investigation, to do the work, and ask yourself, can I go the distance with this man? Okay. A husband is a choice. You did not have to marry him. He asked you. I've had a couple of guys to ask me to marry him. Nope. The only proposal I ever accepted was my husband. Nobody else. Because I knew they couldn't go the distance with me. And see, a lot of women now, after you get married and you in the mess, now you want to go back and talk about, oh, that other red flags. No. Take accountability for the decision you made. You made that decision. You chose him. You spread your legs. You had a baby with him. You married him. You signed up to marry the paper. And this to sign the paper. And this is what I'm telling you, ladies, is that we must protect ourselves. We cannot depend on these men to protect us, to do right by us. Like my daddy said, if he has not, what he said, if he has not done the work, that's not what he said. If he has not, it's another term he used. I've used it before. It's just not coming from. But if he has not gone through the process, thank you, Holy Ghost. If he has not gone through the process to protect you, why are you expecting some man to protect you? Granted, she was married. But girl, we all knew who he was. We all knew who Safaree was. So now you want to bitch and complain about the man you married that we all knew who he was? All right, y'all. Here we go. Before Erica explained her pain, the host did ask Safaree if he was in any pain seeing the clips of their marriage dissolving and hearing Erica speak. You know, I always try to purposely numb myself from everything so that I don't feel pain. You know, I tell myself I don't care so that I can really believe it. But there's pain. You know, like the delusional that, oh, come over here, talk about I don't want to get married. So you're lying to yourself, ma'am. Marriage is innate. You don't want to get married, but you have 55 kids. You're always shacking up, always have a man in a long-term relationship, but you don't want to get married. You're lying. He don't want to marry you. Erica says their children is her focus now. Mena says she's beyond expecting accountability from Safaree. In her words, he doesn't owe her nothing but owes their children, and that's all she has cared for. Nothing exactly what Safaree is given at first until multiple castmates stepped in. The reunion host and castmate Lou Scrappy urged him to come on, but Safaree seemed reluctant. Another castmate, Shakina Anderson, chimed, saying, grow up, to which Safaree responded, shut the F up. Understand, shook back, you can cuss me out. I'm cool with that. Again, Scrappy urged him to speak, bro, because there's somebody out there like him. See how you Safaree responded, I don't even know how to start. She kind of urged him again. Then Kirk Frost also encouraged him to share his experience. See, a lot of you want somebody to be something. He apologized for leaving after their son's birth. The father of two responded, who wants to get married, have kids, and then end up here? Exactly. I wouldn't have thought 2 years later this is where we would be. 2 years. You know why? Because there was stuff that were happening before. You getting a marriage divorce after 2 years. This stuff was happening before. Y'all just think that you're going to get married and this stuff is going to miraculously disappear. I wouldn't have thought 2 years later this is where we would be. We were just at the place of who could hurt who the most, and we were there for a long time. It sucks, definitely. Sorry for the time our son was born, and I felt a week later. Erica interrupted, saying it was days, not weeks after Legend's birth. That Safaree left. Jesus days. As Erica continued to interrupt both the host and castman, like Bambi tried to explain that he might not feel safe enough to speak. Thank you. Safaree's final word was that he hopes their relationship gets better. See, she wants something from him he can't give her. A lot of you women are expecting things from men they can't give you. It's just like in The Naked Wife, right? I think it's The Naked Wife, there's this story of this woman who had twins, and they was going home and he cussed her out. Do y'all remember that story? And she was like, she just busted out at the hospital crying because she had C-section, and he got irritated with her and cussed her out in front of the hospital. She said she couldn't believe it. Y'all remember that story in The Naked Wife? And a lot of you women, you want stuff from men. They can't give it to you. They don't have it to give to you. And you know they can't give it to you. You know, but instead of taking accountability and walking away, see, stop getting with men and expecting them to give you what you want if they don't have it or they don't want to give it to you. It's the same thing with this SK thing with all these girls that he was getting with. The truth is he was dating. He was dating. That's what SK was doing. My only problem with him is with the whole Raven situation, right? And we don't know if it's fake or whatever. But the truth is he was dating, right? And these young girls that got with him and thought they was going to get married and all of this stuff. That's why we have to figure out, what do you want when you're dating? What are you looking for in my husband? Listen, what are you looking for? What are you expecting from it? And can he give it to you? Because you might want to get married and he just want to date around. He's not ready to settle down and get married. All right. In my Leah video, I should have said this before. Thank you, Alyssa. Alyssa brought up that I think there was a couple of people in the comments that were saying, let me read what Leah she said. I told her, I can't see, girl. I can't see. She sent me the picture of Jacob and Leah, a happy ending, Genesis 49 and 31. And she says, okay, it says Jacob requested to be buried next to Leah, and Rachel's grave was unmarked. I guess Leah was chosen by him after all. And there were a couple of other emails I got that said, how you said Jacob never loved Leah, but yet he asked to be buried with her, and ouch, not Rachel. Okay. And so I thought that's an excellent topic to study. And the person who, I'm going to go live and you're going to come up here and you're going to explain to me why Jacob was not buried with Rachel. Or why did Jacob requested to be buried next to Leah and not next to Rachel? If you do it, if you come up here on this, you don't have to show your face, you can use your voice, and you do it in a way that is acceptable to me, my new book that is coming out, I'm going to give you 5 copies of Dating is for Data. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to come back and do a separate video. I love you. I adore you. Come back later. You going to pray for my eyes. You pray for my eyes when well, this is not bad, right? You could see my face. I guess I could come live later. But I don't like to be dark, you know? I don't like to be in the dark. I need y'all to see my face. So I'm going to come back and do a quick video, and you get 5 of the new book. If you can explain it to my acceptance, why. I love you. I adore you. Let me know what you think. Talk to you later. Bye.